Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Eric Schaus. I'm going to be your professor for Introduction to Communication, Comm 1001, also known as Communication Theory. I'm going to go really quickly over a few items on the syllabus, just some bookkeeping stuff, make sure we understand what we're supposed to be doing in this class, and also to help you relax a little bit, maybe not get too freaked out when you see some of the assignments and some of the big words on the syllabus and in your reading. This class is not going to be the worst thing ever, I promise. You might actually really learn something and have a good time learning something if you let yourself. If you have any questions, shoot me an email right away, shausy@ecu.edu. The two required books are Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance and First Look at Communication Theory. And yes, you need to buy both of those books. Please buy them as soon as you can. You're going to need them in order to do well. What's the class? It's the theory and process affecting human communication, including interpersonal, small group, and organizational communication, as well as theory and processes and history of mass media consumption. So it's a bunch of stuff about communication in the media. That's what we're going to be learning about. All right? It's a general introduction to communication theory. It's very general. So we're going to learn what makes a theory, right? What is theoretical thinking, right? How do we know what we say we know when we say we know stuff as communication scholars? We answering those kinds of questions. And because we answer those big picture questions, this class fulfills the fine arts competency that you have to fulfill here to get your degree at ECU. Most important thing here, there's a little note here about Canvas and email. Everything's going to happen on Canvas, obviously. Check your email, though. I will post announcements like this one throughout the semester. And if you miss it, you may miss out on something really good, like an extra credit opportunity, or I may post some extra notes or another video like this. So make sure you see these, okay? Check your email for announcements. Graded assignments. There are basically 4, and really, it's three exams, right? They're all equally weighted. We kind of read through a book or sections of books, and then we take an exam, and then we do another one, and then we take an exam. We're going to do that 3 times during the semester, and then on a weekly basis, what I expect you to do, I post some prompts. It's really more of a kind of a lecture. They're very long because what I'm trying to do is to explain what you've read in your readings in a way to give you some different examples, and so you'll be able to understand better. So, because a lot of stuff is pretty difficult to understand, and so hopefully I give you some different examples and you're able to make sense of it. And so there's a chance there for you. The idea is that you read the required reading, then you read my post about the reading, and there's going to be some questions for you to answer in there. But the idea isn't that you answer every question that I ask there. You're required to post 250 words a week, which is not much. But you can also, if you're lost, if you get totally confused, that's the discussion forum is a place to ask questions, okay? Try and get clarification. Nobody understands all of this stuff. I have a PhD, and I do not understand every word in every document that we're going to read, okay? It's complicated stuff, and so know that going in. The first author that we're going to read calls a lot of what we're doing the high country of the mind. Okay, so we are going up here, right? And if it goes over your head, that's okay, because maybe the next time you see it, maybe it'll hit you right here in the bald spot, and then maybe the next time it'll sink in. And so that's the goal, okay? So those are the big things for the class. 3 exams, and then you got to do, every week you're supposed to contribute 250 words to the discussion forum. There are 12 weeks for you to post, and basically you get 10 points each. And if you do all 12, you might get extra credit, I think, probably, maybe. Well, no, I'll decide that. But so I would try and post your 250 words at least every week. Academic dishonesty, this is an issue nowadays with everybody taking so many classes online. Everybody thinks, oh, I'll just take the exam with my friend, and we will communicate on our phones, and then the professor won't find out, because he's not doing that thing where they have people watch you or whatever. That's Orwellian to me. I think if you're going to get the idea that you want to cheat on your exam, just know this. If I catch you, I'm going to try and get you expelled from the university, and I've done it before. And the other thing, I don't want to do anything. But the other thing is, if you have that urge, if you're like, oh, I should cheat on the exam, you should just drop out of college, really. And then go into business, and you'll make so much more money if you just kind of get stuff. You don't need the degree, really. You probably won't. If you're going to be ruthless and unethical, Go. Don't let college slow you down. Go ahead and go for it, man. That's my thought on it anyhow. I don't think like everybody else sometimes. So, uh, yeah, students with disabilities, that's important. If you have anything that's going to hinder your ability to learn, please let me know, and I will try and help you out with that as far as I can. Obviously, I'll follow the Americans with Disabilities Act, and anything, anywhere I can help you. Uh, Continuity of instruction. If the whole world collapses, try and reach me through either Canvas or email. Man, that's all I can tell you. Uh, Academic disruption policy. Basically, that's just they require me to put that in there. But just let me say, don't be a jerk to other people in the class. That's about it, right? Don't say anything to somebody else that you wouldn't want them to say to you. All right, me or anyone else, right? Just try and be respectful. We can disagree with each other, but you don't have to be a jerk about it, basically. That's what I'm looking for. So those are graded assignments, a pretty basic grade scale. And you see here, if we go all the way down to the schedule and the syllabus, the first thing it says week 1, and you're supposed to read part 1 of the book. And in my book, that's pages 3 to 79, but there are this book has been around for a long time, so you may find your pages don't line up exactly, but the book is in 4 parts. So read part 1, okay? And that should work out pretty well. And so, if you have any questions, again, send me an email, let me know. And also, again, if you start reading the book and you're like, this is just so difficult, that's okay, okay? It's supposed to be difficult. We're going to travel in the high country of the mind up here, right? But eventually, hopefully, right, some of it will start to make more sense, and the more we work through it, and that's good. It's supposed to be hard, right? It's supposed to be difficult. If you want to get a strong body and you go to the gym and you only lift the little weights, you're not going to get very strong. It's the same thing mentally. We're going to lift some big, heavy mental weights in this class, right? And you might not get it off the ground the first time, but if you keep pushing, eventually you will. Lift big weights, get strong. That's the goal, all right? If you have any questions, send me an email. Thanks for coming out virtually. Good to see you all.